Hey everybody, it's Mike Power here, founder of the DJ Disclosure, and in this video series, Getting DJ Gigs Developing a Brand, I'm going to be talking about creating your own identity in part 1 here. And this is really in order to establish a name for ourselves and get looked upon with getting DJ gigs. We need to build a professional looking online profile in order for us to clearly communicate who we are and what we represent to our audience. And also be the right reflection of our brand as well. So look, some of the challenging things with creating a brand in the beginning stages is basically knowing where to start and gaining a lot of clarity. If you're anything like me and a bit of a perfectionist and you want your logos, images and everything looking perfectly, you first really have to understand who you are and what you want to represent, and answer some following questions which I'll mention in a sec. So the first initial question you really got to ask yourself, or the answer you got to have to this question, is really, what is your vision? What is your end game, and where do you want to be in 5 or 10 years from now? It's super important. You must have the reasons why you're doing this and know where the end game is in order for you to have a target to aim at. But also, how do you want to be remembered? What do you want to set out and achieve? And how do you want to help others? Having answers to these questions is super important, and will give you a lot of clarity if you've got strong answers to them. If you do get stuck, with your vision or reasons why you're doing it, you can always revert to how you got started. So what I mean by that is getting re-inspired again. So, getting music, videos and photos from your favourite DJs and people who started to give you inspiration in the industry, or any other industries for that matter. And, this will help get you more motivated, give you more brand development ideas, and, where you can really, take it. It's super important. So before we go along, we have to really define who we are and have clear answers to the following topics, because our audience wants to know more about us. So what they want to know is our background, our music taste or style, our imagery, are we the right reflection of our images, our DJ or brand personality, and what makes us unique and different. So if we go to, describing our background, what we should do is have a brief bio and story about us, which should include where we originated from, country or state, any past and previous experiences in the music industry, and any inspirations that we've drawn upon to get us started. And it's also important to have 2 variations of bio, a short one for social media, which should be about a paragraph long, that summarises key points about our history, and a longer, more in-depth one, ideally 3 to 5 paragraphs long, for things like our website that can go a little bit more in depth about us. So the next key point is our music, our style, selection and sound. Are we known for a particular sound or style? Do we represent a particular genre or subgenre? How can we describe our music style best? Next one is our imagery. Are we the right reflection of our brand in terms of our looks? So, our fonts for our logos, what we wear in our photos, the locations that we're shooting from. Do you represent a commercial DJ or an underground DJ? Are you the right reflection in your images with your sound as well? This is super important also. The next one is our brand's personality. Do we have a brand personality that we want to bring to the table? So what I mean by this is, in our images, do we look sort of funny, friendly or down to earth? What do we want to present to our audience? Do we want to present that we're serious, a serious business orientated looking person? Or do we have even a message or a slogan that we want to convey to the audience? So slogans aren't really a massive thing when it comes to DJ brands, but they're more business orientated. So if you can draw on examples like Steve Jobs, with Apple, he had his message, think different, and he wanted his customers to think differently about his products in order for them to buy them. So that was highly effective. So maybe it could be time for you to think of a message or a slogan for your brand's personality. The next one is what makes us unique and different than everyone else. So is it your sound? Is it your story? Is it your images and the way you present yourself? Are you doing something differently in that area? Or are you offering a service or any musical education of some kind? These are all questions to give you more clarity, to go ahead and really position yourself in the market, I guess you could say, before we start anything like website creation and actually going online. So in the next video, I'm going to be talking about options for creating a website and why we need to start doing so. So I'll see you in the next video.